Hello everybody and welcome back to Got Next Gaming and Software Inc. Alpha 9 Modded. This is the reboot of our modded series where we brought in some hardware and now we're doing hardware stuff. We just released our first piece of hardware, a Phenom X computer PC tower case, whatever you want to call it. This is our humble little office as we know it, and we have some plans for this one. I think bang now that it's time to upgrade our building significantly. So we're going to do some redesign here and get these guys out of the office for the day, let them go home, and then we'll start doing a rebuild of this, and then we're going to start working on some other stuff as well. Maybe hire some actual staff now that we have a little bit of money. Let's go see what we have in the insurance fund here. We have $230. If you notice something a little bit different here with the game, I kind of reset the resolution on this down to a lower setting than rather the 2560 by whatever that it was for the 27-inch iMac. Only because I was looking at stuff and I couldn't get my frame rate to get over 20 FPS. Just take a quick look at this before we get into there. You can see now it's a lot smoother. I turned off some of the shadowing stuff, not all of it, and some of the anti-aliasing as well, only to help it not be so choppy. It was choppy for me. I don't know if it was really choppy in the videos. Never really checked them that closely to see. But it was kind of choppy for me when I was playing, and the frames per second were dropping at 12 at some points, and we're kind of hovering around the 18 to 20 mark. Now we're at a solid 30 frames per second, a little bit above that, so hopefully it'll be a little bit of a better experience, and without much, we're not suffering much in the ways of graphics and stuff like that. I mean, the game is not, super graphics anyway, but it is quite detailed and nice to have at least a better looking picture. So some of the windows will be bigger and everything else, but aside from that, it is what it is. So we have them gone for the day. Let's stop this here. Let's take a quick look. I want to put some money in the insurance fund. I don't know if I want to do that much. We picked up another 450,000. So you know what? Maybe we will put 200,000 in the bank. Deposit that. That'll help us get some decent employees. Better than a $40 pension plan. It's a $70,000 pension plan now. That ain't too shabby. And we're going to do much better than that. Obviously, we picked up another 450. And we're taking a look here. And 841 profit, 450 last month. 22,900 units sold. That looks much better than what I expected. So now we're going to do somewhat of a rebuild here. So this definitely needs some help. What we're going to do is we're going to... do we build around this, or do we just get rid of everything and start over from scratch? I don't really want to start over from scratch. Let's not start over from scratch. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to fix the way the front of this building looks for sure. I may have to drop this whole thing. I don't know, you know what? I can redesign this. I know how I'm going to do this. So I'm going to start doing this, and then I may transition through till when... it's kind of completed, so you guys don't have to watch the whole thing. It'll be boring otherwise. Let's do that, and we're going to come here. We're going to go across because we need to reshape this office, this room here. I want to reshape that, so we're going to destroy that room. Bye-bye everything on there, and we're going to start with this little basic piece here, and we may actually... I think I will keep it that wide. That's fine. Let's go like this. And that's kind of going back to where it was before. You know what? That actually does look a little bit better, despite the fact that it's pretty much the same as it was. It's not so much of a weird cone shape. I don't want that. They didn't want that weird cone shape. So let's do that. Let's put the double doors in here. They're not going to fit very well, but that's fine because then we'll just stick a window over here and we'll make it look somewhat nice. Maybe we can stick a window in there. I don't know. Why can't we stick a window in there? Because that wasn't a window. It was a door. Okay. Maybe we just glass this whole thing off. How about that? Let's make it look finished off like that. I like all the glass there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this, take this room, and then this room, not the door. That's going to be a little tough to do. That's going to be a bit of a pain in the neck to get those merged. And then we merge them. That's fine. That's going to be our reception area. And then we're going to go into the actual building. We're going to build a couple of little wings here, and I'll just kind of put them together as I figure out a shape that I want to kind of do here. Something a little bit interesting, maybe. Nothing too crazy. All right, so we're back, and we've got a little bit of a basic design here. Nothing too crazy, nothing too out of the ordinary. We spent a little bit of money, a lot of bit of money. I mean, realistically, we'll take a look at our construction costs are about $40,000. So a little bit of money there to kind of get things rolling along here. But we're going to expect this to kind of go a little bit better as far as software sales go for us here. We picked up almost $1 million in the first month and $600,000 in the next, so we'll have to see how that goes. Distribution costs a bit of money too. They're definitely balancing this a lot better, and they're making it difficult to make money. They're not making it as easy to make money anymore. We can see distribution $200,000 for the order of the copies, and $193,000 is the store cut. So that's some crazy stuff right there. But anyway, we're gonna go and take a look inside of our building now. Let's drop it down here and take a look inside. So we have our reception area, kind of standard, you know, whatever. We made it a little bit bigger than I normally like to make it, just to give it a little more room. And then we come into the building itself, and let's get a little bit of an angle going here. So 4 desks on one side, 4 on the other. I'm going to separate the marketing team now, make their own marketing team. Probably hire one more person for marketing, because marketing is super important. I feel like that's going to be the key to getting this to go the right way. Getting the name out there and developing as many products as quickly as possible as we can. So we'll keep developing cases for the time being, just to kind of build up a name in that, and maybe do some other side stuff here and there. Now that we have a little bit of money, it shouldn't be too bad, because again, if we take a look at our bills, I mean, our cost us without salaries $521 for that kind of stuff there. So the rent's definitely going to go up because we made a bigger building. We'll probably see water and electricity go up because we have more lights and things, and now we've added an elevator, which we won't be using because we don't have anything for the elevator yet. But we're going to look at that very shortly, because we're going to put a basement and put in some servers. We need to do some deals is what it comes down to. Deals are a good way to kind of get the company rolling and keep it on its feet while you're trying to develop your own stuff. So we're going to go hire some people here. We're going to take a look at this. So we have a marketer. We have me, the programmer, and we made myself a programmer only because we had the marketer on the same team. We want me doing any marketing at all. But we're going to create a whole new team here. So we're going to call it simply marketing. Make it nice and simple. Don't go crazy overthinking it. And we're going to go into the employees here. We're going to take Maxwell and move them over to the marketing team. Good stuff there. So now we have me, the programmer, and we're probably going to leave me as a programmer. Actually, let's go back and take a look at that. I actually am a better artist overall than I am a programmer. Maybe what we do is we take this opportunity to switch that to marketing so they can continue to market that software for us, and take this opportunity to send me out for some training. I have physical training on code and art, pretty good on design, maybe a little bit more there, but we definitely maybe want to do a little bit more 2D stuff here, maybe some audio as well, code, I don't know. All right, let's definitely do some education. Programming, we're going to do 2D. We could probably send them out for 2 months. Send them out for 2 months, and that should do it right there. All right. Okay, so now that we've got that done, let us get into he's going out, so we're not going to worry about that right now. Maybe we do go hire another marketer right away. We're going to pay him top dollar, of course, overall skills, specialization, personality, all of that good stuff. We'll do that, and we'll take a look here. We're going to put them into the marketing team. So we'll take a quick look at my compatibility here. So the best ones, a few people at 100%, but they're way old. So let's take another look at this in a different way. Yeah, see, it's like crazy. So many old people here. I don't want them, I mean, it's not that they're old, but I don't want them to retire in a few years. The best one we're going to get in the 40s is going to be a 46, 43, bad. No, bad. It's not good. 42 at 92%, good. I mean, I can kind of live with that. They'll pretty much get up to 100% pretty quickly doing some marketing and stuff. And that might be a good fit. 42 is not bad because we'll get 22 years out of them. And that should help. And they're a good competitor. Snob and Goofy. They got a little bit of a lead skill as well and some design stuff. You know what? Let's do it. You're good. Bruno Myers, you are hired. And let's get rolling here. Let's get a little speed going. And they're going to be working on bugs and stuff like that. He's got the bugs going pretty good there. He's moving quickly on those. And then we're going to get prominent marketing, which is pretty good. What's going on there? Marketer's done. Did we set a budget on this? We did not. So I don't know why he stopped. Next day, we pull in another 332,000. They're doing some marketing here. Finally rolling on it. We're going to slow this down, and we're going to set the teams for these rooms as well. I want this to be the marketing team. And then we're going to set this one over here for the core team. So that's all done there. With 986,000, we're working on marketing here. 13,000 in marketing. Hopefully this can pan out for us. We're going to be bringing in another marketer soon, so we definitely want to keep that in mind. Oh, actually, we do have both of our marketers. I'm sorry. Yep, he's hungry. Oh, we forgot all about that stuff. Okay, let's do that. All right, so just a quick redesign there. Well, not even a redesign, just a quick place of a couple of things here. The vending machine, the water, the couch for them to sit down. And we're going to take a look. Whoops. I get my camera view right here. Take a look right here. We got a couple plants in there. Let's do it from this side. Yeah, it's a little bit better. And we got a couple plants in there for them to make it aesthetically pleasing. Let's get back into this now and let them get to work. So he shouldn't be hungry anymore. Nope, he's not hungry. This place looks nice. They like the way it looks. Everybody looks like they're pretty happy for the most part. 240,000. We're dropping sales on this pretty quickly. We've made a good profit on it. 1.3 million. We'll take that. 240,000 last month. We have plenty in stock, so widespread marketing. I mean, it should be going up more than it's going down, but again, we're not well known in the market, so that's probably part of the problem. Yeah, we can't keep with the support because there's nobody here doing this. But wow, there's a lot of bugs in this. So he's finally back from his trainings, which is good because yeah, things are starting to get ugly as far as the bugs go on this. And we queued the punches that are queued are gone, and he missed 47. That's okay. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. 113,000. We're still dropping on this, so it is time to start developing the follow-up to Phenom. Whoops. I gotta resize all these windows now that I've changed everything out. It's gonna be a thing. I'm gonna have to get used to all. I have to get a redesign of all of these. I mean, a resize of all of these. That should do it for that for now. Let's get into our case again. We're going to do another case. We're going to build off of the Phenom X. And they're going to call it the Phenom X2, which is fine by me. Yeah, we're going to leave it like that, only so they number it properly. Audio, universal. So we're going to make this definitely more than what it had in the original one. By design, we did that on purpose. I didn't want to put too much in the first one. And we do need a motherboard. So I guess we'll take this one here. That's the license on this thing. The license is 33,000. Are you kidding me? For a motherboard that's of good quality, I can get this one of great quality for less. Wow, the license that these are terrible, are astronomical. We've got to build our own motherboard. That's what it comes down to, folks. Oh my goodness. I don't want to use this one. It's horrible. I mean, it'll give us something to build on. This is the newer one. Fringe Faces made it. Released it in 2000. That's a lot of money for a license, but let's do it. I mean, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do what we gotta do. That's what it comes down to. So we got the Biotech P. We're going for the Phenom X2. $109. We're gonna call it 100. Let's call it 105, shall we? I like 105 better. So system core, everything else. And let's start developing that. So we need a programmer, 2 artists. Is it quite small for the project of this size? We want to continue. Yes, we're going to continue. We're going to pause it. And now we're going to go and get ourselves some peoples. So let's pause the game for a quick second. Let's take a look here. We're going to see we have us as a programmer. That's right. So we are going to make myself back into any role for now. Because I have some art. I have some design. Especially physical art and physical and code design. So we're going to hire a designer because that's kind of where we're lacking more than anything else. So let's go see if we can find ourselves a decent designer. Hire them to the team. And we want them to have physical design. I would think that's kind of where we want to go. Right? And we'll pay them top dollar. No use in cheaping them out now. It'll be a cheapskate now. So core team. There's a few people at 100%, but they're in the older range. 41 in bad. 43 in great. Kind of the one that's over 90% at 43. I like that. I like that. And they're pretty good. I mean, base skill is good, but they need some help in other stuff. So what we'll do is we'll send them out for physical right away. Got some marketing skill, too. A little bit of lead skill. Send them out for marketing right away. We'll get Eddie Gibson. Eddie, you're hired. Optimistic and you're an extrovert. Fantastic. So we'll go back in here. We have Eddie is going to be my designer, straight up design, and that's all you're going to do. And we're going to send you out for education. And you're going to be a designer, and you're going to do physical, and we're going to do it for 3... We might be able to get away with 2 months. Let's try 2 months and see what happens. Hopefully we get away with it. We want him back quickly. We're not going to work on the project until he gets here. Because he'll be a better physical designer than we are. So this is down to a spot where we need to definitely adjust the marketing. 30,000 marketing. Picks up $48,000. That's way too much. The budget's way too high. So let's go down to 1,000 in marketing. Let's make it 5,000 in marketing. Only because it's going to stay unavoidable for quite some time, even at 5,000. And we're not spending all the money that we have on just that. So, I mean, because we just lost some money last month, and that's based upon the fact that our sales are way down from what they were. Okay. Hopefully they can kind of jump back up a little bit. Let's take a quick look at the releases. We have 75,000 in stock, plenty in stock, and we're going to let that kind of do its thing. We have 2 marketers. I was hoping that 2 marketers would make it kind of go a little better, but I guess not. I'm in there working on the bugs. Looks like we have all the bugs fixed. That's a good sign. So all the bugs are fixed. Let's take a look here. Contracts. Is there any contract work we want to do just for kicks and giggles? And we really don't have to. We have plenty of money. I mean, we got plenty of money. We got plenty of money. Maybe we should design something just kind of hokey. Nope. What am I good at? 2D. Oh, man. 2D physical. Can we do... What can we do that we can start working on design-wise? Let's take a look at that again. I'm sorry. 3D, 2D, I don't know. I want to build something else while we're waiting here, but it's like, what do? Do we do an audio tool, but not good at audio, so 2D editor and do kind of the basic stuff on it. I need 3 programmers for that, though. It's going to be a lot of work. Expected interest 11%. I mean, instant professional. If we get everything, we get 100%, but we're going to take like 2 years to make it, which is going to be actually longer. 6 programs, 4 designers is way too much stuff. All right, forget that. Forget it. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. Hopefully we don't bleed too much money in the process. As soon as my designer gets back, we are back at it, folks. I love working. He's got nothing to work on there. Sales went back up a little bit. That's again because we're not spending so much in marketing now. We dropped marketing down to about 5,000, so that'll be helpful going forward. I'm so tempted to just start working on this, but like I said, I don't want to mess it up too bad. And we should get our designer back in the next month. Sales 13,000. What the heck? Wow, we're just dropping sales like forget it like super quick on this. All right, we got to get working on that next one. 2 employees go on vacation, and my designer is back, right? Yep, back from class. So let's start doing it. Well, that was quick. All right, so we're gonna start working on lines in the art. My designer's not gonna do anything. This is where we hire a receptionist, and hopefully we can get some deals going. And let's see. So let's bring in a receptionist. And we're going to come in at around 10 a.m. I like 10 a.m. is better than anything else. And we're going to call cleaning to clean this place up so nobody complains. And we're going to start working on that. I mean, it is what it is. So we won't spend any marketing this month, which will be good. We'll have 2 employees on vacation, so that'll save a few dollars for us as well. And maybe the sales of Phenom X will go back up a little bit, but I'm not super optimistic about that. So 21,000, not terrible. But again, it's because we didn't spend 5,000, I think. So yeah, that is what it is. We have 3,100 active users. Marketing is done for the day. They are working. He is not. Let's see what we got here as far as deals go. Develop and print. So we could take that, but it's going to be me working on it and nobody else because there's nobody else in the office to do that. And we're not doing printing right now because I didn't build any printers or stuff like that. We should probably consider that. Maybe make a separate building over here, but I'm going to have to create parking, and that's going to cost some bucks. So let's just work on what we got here and just hope for the best. Got a couple bugs coming in. He'll work on those pretty quickly. Yep, he gets those out. And Phenom X is just losing money by the truckload now. Not losing money. I mean, it's just not making as much as it was. So let's drop down budgeting to 1,000 at this point. Let's take a quick look at the sales on it. So 11,000 last month. Yeah, it's starting to slow down now. It's starting to, I guess it's reached its interest level is what it comes down to at this point. So it is what it is. Let's do a quick team review of our new case and see how we feel about this one. Get the designer doing something. Any design work? Ooh, design. So they want it by next month. That's not going to be enough. 2011, we have to work on this one. 69,000 per day. It will take him a while, but we have 8 years. I mean, 8 years to work on the design for the Maloris IZ motherboard. 69, we got to take that. That's like a no-brainer right there. 69 grand a day. So 69,000 per month will pay for more than pay for the bills of our salaries and stuff like that. So I mean, when you consider it, everything we have here, see, rent and water went up a little bit. Electricity stayed the same though. That's pretty interesting. Staff is 2,500 because of the receptionist, and then distribution is 5,000. Okay, yeah, that should more than cover all of that stuff. So we'll get working on that. There's a lot of stuff he's got to work on in there. So get to work, boy. We'll make that the priority. It'll help it go a little bit fast. Actually, we don't want to go in that fast. We want to make some money on that. And we'll make this the priority for me. That's done there. Let's slow this down. We are at 5.8, and that's our own reviews. The physical art is terrible. That's going to be me doing the physical art. So I have the skill for it. That's a little weird. It means it needs some more art in it. That's all. Plenty of lines, whatever it is. Marketing is still working on Phenom X. Went up to 18,000, so that's not terrible. Another design job here, 2003, though, yeah. We'll continue to work on this. It's fine. It is fine. Yes, we went back up to 19,000. Interesting. Interest went back up for a month or so. Only 1,600 active users on it, though. I'll get some bugs overnight. 13 bugs. Come in and start plugging away again. They did their marketing for the day. 10,000 this time. So it's making a few dollars. Nothing crazy. I want them to break this down a little bit more for us, you know, as far as like the actual what last month shows, because here they give you the breakdown. It shows like marketing, software sales, and then the distribution and stuff like that, so you know exactly what you did there, you know. Miscellaneous was 69,000. Oh, that was a deal, yeah. I forgot about the deal already. Anyway, let us throw a few more dollars into our insurance fund here. Let's throw $500,000 in. I'll bump that back up to 82,000. That's nice. That'll look good for these guys, right? And we're going to continue working on Phenom and the Maloris IZ motherboard. Yeah, we're going to start doing a motherboard ourselves too as well to put into that case. This way it'll work for us. Maybe we'll do that the next time since we've had this case here that's kind of working out really nicely. Alright, so I think, like I said, it's going to put a break there for it, and we will call it what it is. Game crashed a little bit. It is what it is. So sorry for the weird cut there. We're going to call back in cleaning, and we're going to do it. That's going to do it for here. So we'll hire a cleaner for now. Yeah, guys, thanks for stopping by and checking us out. Leave comments below. Let me know what you think we should do. What's the next direction? I think motherboard is next for us to put into this Phenom X2 case, because I don't think we're going to get many more features for a case at this point. It'll probably be our best piece, and then we'll just continue to develop them with better motherboards, hopefully down the road. But I will see you around the channel, and bye-bye now.